Hey guys, this is Atticus Killo. I am the admin of residualincome.tv, and I don't think I've ever done a video update, so I thought it would be, you know, fine time to do a video update here. Um, you know what? I need to go take a look here and see how long we've been around. Let me pause the video real. Well, it looks like it's September of 2013. I looked at the very first pay run I ever did, and that was September 2013. This is now March of 2017. So 2.5 years of steady every week, weekly payouts. Now, we've been a $10 every 4 week plan. So every 28 days, $10. I've added on the fees that are charged to me by Payza, Solid Trust Pay, etc. However, so had to do that, but of course it's been a very low cost plan. I've had several leaders reach out to me and ask if I could create an annual subscription, make that possibility of doing an annual subscription. So if you click on billing now, you'll see that you can upgrade to. I decided to grant lifetime access for $297. Okay, no more, $10 a month. And some of you have actually been around long enough where you've pretty much hit this, and you guys are getting paid every single week. You're the leaders. So that's going to be an option. I don't imagine a lot of people doing it. But the nice thing is, I'm going to show you the compensation plan. If somebody signs up for that, you can get an immediate 25, and I'll show you how to get 35% or even better on that. So I want to pay out as much as possible because I know this program will not work without affiliates. I do have to cover the cost of my hosting, and it's we're on a pretty solid server here. But here's another option. So anybody who wants to, you can also go right to the billing and say, you know what, I want to change my subscription to an annual subscription. Don't want to have to mess with, am I going to lose commissions because I forgot to make my payment this month, or am I going to lose my position in the matrix? Just lock in for a whole year, and basically about a 35% savings because if you do $10 every 4 weeks, that comes to $130 a year. Well, here, if you pay $100 plus the processor charges, you're going to save about at least 35% or around 35%, somewhere around there. Maybe my math isn't that great, but about 30% at least. So bear that in mind. Actually, yeah, it is 35% because I didn't factor in the fees. So anyway, so now I would encourage you to have new people, say, well, look, if you want to save some money, just go ahead and lock in, because we all know that you can go and create an awesome portfolio, share your portfolio, use that. One of the things that I also got asked is on the portfolio is, and don't worry, I'm going to show you mine, and I'm going to try to see if I can. Where you have the opt-in on your website, I am going to try to integrate that so that you will be able to integrate with Aweber and maybe some of the other programs, so that you can build a list and actually have an autoresponder. I never did end up building an autoresponder. By the way, that's me. I love to play guitar, so I figured, when you're promoting your businesses, sometimes it's fun to show the personal side. I'm in a band, and we play all over town here in Greenville, South Carolina. So I kind of show a little bit of personal stuff before I get into what I'm doing down there. But anyway, let's go to the dashboard here. I want to explain the compensation plan. There's been a slight change. I made it so that if you, regardless of if someone comes in for $10 a month or $100 a year, whoever refers that person is always going to get 25%. So there's only 3 open spots on your front line. I don't think it would be fair if you referred somebody who paid $100 or $297 and they were on your second level, that you only got paid 10%. So the way it actually works now is your level 1, where there's only 3 positions, they're always going to go to the sponsor. Okay. They're never going to go to the placement. So if somebody does absolutely nothing and gets spillover and 3 people end up on his front line, they're not going to get paid on it. The person who sponsored that person that's on your front line in your matrix, the person who sponsored them is going to get them. So you're like, I got some spillover, but I'm not going to get paid. That's right. You will start to pick up levels 2 and beyond. And I might change it so that even without sponsoring, you could pick up a level 2 and break even, or get close to breaking even, because there's 9 positions on level 2, 27 positions on level 3. But here's the cool thing. If you're a leader now, you can make 25% for all the people on your front line. But let's say you filled up level 2, you'll be making, because you're personally sponsored, they're personally sponsored by you, even though they're on your level 2 in the matrix, you're going to make the 25%, plus they're on your level 2, you're going to make the placement 10%. So everything else from here on down follows the order of placement. This is the only one where I made a change, and this is going to follow the sponsoring. So let's say you sponsored, 30 people, and there's some leaders out there who have sponsored 30, 40 people. So, rather than pushing that money so far down and trying to just give it to other people who may not deserve it as much, you're going to be able to, get paid on that. And of course, now with the option of an annual payment, there's some real opportunity for some fantastic upfront money now. So I just wanted to let everybody know that. I know I have not said hello or done any video like this probably since the beginning. I probably ought to do it and make it a more regular thing. If you look here, my last update was more than a year ago. I do want to point out that it's very important that when you go to your commissions, that you go and put in as many pay processors. If you have a PayPal account, put it there. If you have Payza, put it there. If you have Solid Trust, put it there. And then put down, which your preference is, because I have to come in and, juggle this around every single week and say, well, I don't have enough money in Payza. More money came in through PayPal. So all the people who have Payza accounts, I'm going to have to switch to their PayPal accounts. It's just, there's always plenty of money, but it's just, sometimes it's unbalanced. So if you could do that as well, and then just take a look at the compensation plan. Also, just remember, if you sponsor someone who's a machine, you're going to make 10% of what they make. So if they make $100 one week, you're going to make a $10 bonus just on them, in addition to whatever else you've done in the matrix. It's an added little bonus here. Hopefully there won't be any major updates to the compensation plan. I believe this is a better way to reward the leaders, but also keep those people engaged who aren't actively promoting it, but would like a little bit of offset. They're more just using it for what it was designed for, namely to be a portfolio to showcase all of your residual income opportunities. With that, I think I've said enough, and hope everybody has a great end of the month and a very successful rest of 2017. Thank you so much.